Isaiah Pinheiro, Isaiah Wright, the transfer from Utah, and Yawen Misalski, the 6'10" sophomore. On the baseline, the floater missed by Shane Gatling, and it's cleared by San Diego. Isaiah Wright, who had a big game last year when San Diego won in Boulder against Colorado.
See a good matchup right there with Bay and Pinheiro. Pinheiro can score in all three positions. Three-point line.
Falling down, Pinheiro throws it away, and a turnover committed by the USD Toreros.
Want to get off to a good start, and right there, going a little faster than, what are they wearing? Jordans, Air Jordans can go.
Here's Colorado with the ball. The Buffs 2-0 after a couple of home wins. This is their first test away from Boulder. As Lucas Seward backing in. Nice up and under move by Seward, the junior from Brazil.
How about this young man that's taken the next step? For the last 7 games, Coach Tad Boyle was talking about he was playing well last year, averaging 14 points in the Pac-12 tournament, and the carryover because of his confidence. He's picked up where he's left off from last season.
Really came on toward the end of last year as a foul inside committed by Shane Gatling of Colorado as Lucas Seward goes to work inside.
A thing of beauty. Watch the feet. Going up, showing the basketball, and up and under. Fundamental basketball for a player that's really not known as a post player.
He is a prototypical stretch 4, really, when you see his game, is Tyler Bay with the block of Pinheiro. The pull-up, McKinley Wright makes it 4-zip Buffs.
That's what McKinley, I asked him, I said, I just got one question. Who are you from your freshman year to your sophomore? And he said, I'm a better leader, worked on my offense, and his confidence is riding high. So that's a great start for him on the road.
Isaiah Wright from deep. And Tyler Bay chases down the rebound for Colorado.
Actually, this is Colorado at their best. They want to hold their opponent to one shot and get down and play downhill.
The athleticism of Bay, Adrian.
Look like you and I in our shoot-around today. Get that out of here, Roxy.
No,
get it out of here.
Neither of us got up even close to that high.
Oh, we were under the nets. That was a good block, though. San Diego will run a precise offense right there.
Great feed from Isaiah Wright, and Misalski will head to the line for USD.
You can see a good play before it happens. The spacing, taking its time. Look at this wide open and cut to the basket. Wright giving it to him. As the Isaiahs go, so does San Diego go.
Foul on Deshaun Schwartz of Colorado. Yawen Misalski at the line, the sophomore from Belarus. And the free throw missed. He's just 5 of 12 from the line to start the year for San Diego as the Toreros off to a 3-1 start. Misalski averaging 10 points, 7.5 rebounds. And he missed both, and the rebound tipped to Lucas Seward. Colorado controls.
You want to pay off those possessions when you get to the free throw line. You don't want to come back with empty possessions. Get those free throws.
Shane Gatling fouled on the drive. It's on Olin Carter III of San Diego.
Roxy, you and I have been to a million shoot-arounds, and how refreshing were both teams. Coach Tad Boyle and what he was so relaxed coming into this game, and then young Coach Sam Scholl. The body language for both teams has them feeling like this is a winnable game for both of them.
Tyler Bay missing the 3, and the energy level, Adrian, on both sides today. Yes, it's still early in the year and they're excited to play, but you get the sense from both sides that this is a pivotal game in the landscape of their non-conference season.
Love to see it.
You were talking about Tad Boyle. As Tad, who has 5 of Colorado's 9 20-win seasons in their history, now in his 9th year in Boulder.
Say how? Well, they want to play the right way. He's a Larry Brown disciple, so playing one for another. High percentage shots on offense, fundamental defense, good possession defense. Got to go right up on the mismatch.
Seward. Tyler Bay flies for the offensive rebound and putback.
That's one of the keys of the game for San Diego to stay in this. They have to control the tempo and have to control the glass, especially with Tyler Bay, because he's first off the floor with his quickness pursuing the basketball.
Scoreless for over 3 minutes. And scoreless no more as Isaiah Wright to the hoop for USD.
Talk about the coaches and young Sam Scholl, who is taking the lead in this program. They're feeling good with their early success. This is a game that tests them going against a Power 5 conference, Big 12 opponent, Pac-12 opponent.
Off the mark from Shane Gatling, and the offensive rebound by Deshaun Schwartz, and a reset for CU.
San Diego, when that shot goes up, white jerseys have to punch those black jerseys right there. Just go and tag them, hit them hard, block out, pursue the basketball.
Foul on Tyler Bay of Colorado. Belongs to San Diego as Joey Calcaterra comes in, a redshirt freshman from the Bay Area and Novato. There is Sam Scholl, who you were talking about, played here, a USD graduate. He's been around the West Coast Conference for a long time as an assistant, numerous stops, and now getting an opportunity. Took over late last season as the acting head coach for San Diego, then was given the job permanently. And he's off to a 3-1 start. The only loss for San Diego coming on the road last Monday at Washington in a game they easily could have won.
They're very competitive, only lost by 3.
And 18 turnovers in that game really did in San Diego in Seattle. Shot clock at 5 for Pinheiro. Moving in, off balance, draws the foul and one. DeLeon Brown called for the foul as Isaiah Pinheiro with the finish will head to the line for the +1.
Pinheiro, the veteran, the do-everything, taking his time, and then first basket for him to get started. Excellent start for the senior.
Welcome back to Coach Bill Greer. Coach Greer led the Toreros from...
Back in San Diego, 6-4, Colorado leading the USD Toreros at the Jenny Craig Pavilion here on the University of San Diego campus, along with Adrian Branch. I'm Roxy Bernstein, glad you're with us. A good matchup between the Pac-12 and the West Coast Conference here tonight in San Diego. In the landscape of the non-conference, Adrian, this is a pivotal game for both Colorado and San Diego to get their season going.
Yeah, they're both off to a fast start. They believe that if they play the right way by controlling the glass and getting high percentage shots, and this young man that we're seeing right now, Pinheiro, he has to dominate. He's already averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds on the season.
So he's heading to the line for the and one free throw. After making the bucket, 79% from the line already this season for Pinheiro. And he gets the roll and gets the three-point play to pull USD within 1 as Colorado scored the first 6 points, and then San Diego has scored the last 5.
First time we've seen San Diego extend the pressure just to slow down Colorado, try to keep them off base. But the best offense so far for the Buffs have been the missed shot. Got to block out when that shot goes up.
Evan Batty in the game. McKinley Wright may have turned his ankle in the last sequence. He's hobbling back the other way, and Colorado doesn't want to see that. Stepping into a 3 is Tyler Williams, and it's run down by Batty, a redshirt freshman for the Buffs.
How good is it to see Batty out here? He's getting the ring rust off. I hadn't played in 2 years.
The story is amazing, as Evan Batty suffered a stroke last December and is on the court here starting the season with Colorado.
Playing meaningful minutes early on as well.
And his health is great. When you talk to the Colorado people, and so is his jumper from the outside as Evan Batty knocks in his first 3 of his Colorado career.
Remember Michael Sweetney that played at Georgetown,
All-American?
He's got that kind of build. He's got a big build on him, but he can go outside with that touch. He was knocking down that shot and shoot around.
Joey Calcaterra, the runner, and the rebound controlled by Naaman Wright, the transfer from Missouri. Through the hands and out of bounds, DeLeon Brown can't handle the pass. A turnover by Colorado.
Overcoming a stroke and coming out, knocking down this shot. It's so refreshing to see this young man just being able to participate with his teammates. And you know his teammates are smiling for him, being out here. What a charge.
It's so scary, Adrian, when you think about it, a freshman in college getting a stroke. And the medical care has been great, and his recovery has been phenomenal. And he's out on the court and resumed workouts over the summer, and he feels great. As an offensive foul against San Diego and a turnover, that's 4 giveaways by the Toreros already.
They'll settle in. They're a well-coached team. They're playing against a Colorado team that got bopped in the nose last year. Remember, so this is a revenge game for Colorado. They're going to come out aggressive, and you've just got to withstand that, not pick up cheap fouls or early turnovers if you're the home team.
USD went to Boulder and won last December, 69-59, and they suffocated the Buffs. Colorado shot just 26% from the field in that game as Damon Wright missed. The Buffs went 3 of 18 from 3, and Isaiah Wright, the point guard for San Diego, dominated that game. He had 20 points.
Well, he's able to do that because usually he's the fastest one on the floor. He can get separations, and as we mentioned, that young man right there, Pinheiro, he has to play well, and the other Isaiah, that's a senior, Isaiah Wright, has to also have a dominating performance.
This San Diego squad is 4 returning starting seniors. So a veteran group for Sam Scholl here in his first full season as the USD head coach. As a 3 from the corner by Olin Carter III for San Diego. It's a 1-point game.
Already the 18th all-time leading scorer, over 1,000 points.
And he's second in San Diego history in threes behind 4-year starter Johnny D, who played here for Bill Greer, who's now a Colorado assistant.
About Bill Greer taking his team, coming back. He said this is the first time he's been back. It was awkward for him, but he said so many fond memories, especially their all-time first win in the NCAA in 08.
Dalen Kuntz with the bucket for Colorado. As for Billy Greer, it is the first time he has been back to the USD campus since he has been the head coach at San Diego, since he was the head coach at San Diego. As Carter buries a 3, and we're tied at 11.
They're settled in now. The home team, the white jerseys, have settled in. They're getting high percentage shots the last 2 possessions. And for Colorado, they've been able, when they're patient, to get it inside and play inside out.
Inside, Batty off the mark. Rebound tipped out. Here comes Isaiah Wright. 3-on-3.
Veteran leadership, Isaiah Wright slowing the game down. He's a senior, 5th-year senior, controlling the game. Got Isaiah Pinheiro with the basketball, another 5th-year senior. So you've got experience out on the floor.
Right off on the 3, and the rebound falls to Dalen Kuntz. Batty.
You can hit that.
3!
A star is born. The ring rust knocking it off. 2 huge 3-point bombs coming off the bench.
I want to check the scatter report and make sure you pick up number 21 on the perimeter. And speaking of being on the perimeter, Olin Carter again for the Toreros.
You just mentioned the scouting report. You've got to know who
KYP.
can do what.
Know your personnel.
Know your personnel.
And we're going the other way. It's a foul on Colorado. After a slow start, San Diego has recovered, and some deep shooting on both sides.
Feast week, holiday shooting. How about a 3-pointer from Batty? The success story. And then one of the all-time greats for San Diego. Got him again.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Hurry in today for huge Black Friday savings.
Tied at 14 on this Tuesday night in San Diego. Pac-12 against the WCC, and Bill Greer knows the Slim Jim all too well here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion. For 8 years, he was the head coach of the University of San Diego, now an assistant to Tad Boyle on the Colorado bench. And in his first season as the Toreros head coach, Bill Greer won the West Coast Conference Tournament, took USD to the NCAA tournament, and as a 13 seed, they knocked off number 4 seed UConn and that's the only NCAA tournament win in the history of University of San Diego basketball. Nice cut along the baseline, and Pinheiro leads it in off the feed from Yowan Masalski, in the first lead for San Diego.
Masalski, you can run the offense through a big guy. You just saw that. He made 2 dynamite backdoor cuts to his teammates. And now look at the offense through Batty.
Rims off, Batty follows up his own miss. He's already tied a young career high of 8. He had 8 in their season opening win against Drake. And he has 8 in the first 10 minutes of this game here tonight.
Masalski is doing his thing offensively, but he's got to be tighter and get more resistance inside the paint.
And they need to get a hand and stick to Olin Carter, who's hit 3 threes already for the Toreros. On the baseline, the reverse missed by Finn Sullivan, a freshman from right here in San Diego.
Let's see if McKinley Wright will get himself going as well. He's patient, but he'll try to get his
rejected by Masalski, out of bounds to the Buffs.
Good job by Masalski. That's what you need, a rim protector. When the guard breaks down the defense, coming up and being the last line of defense. Excellent block.
McKinley Wright appears to be okay after rolling an ankle early in this game. There was some question, would Isaiah Wright play tonight for San Diego after he missed their last game against San Diego Christian. Division II team, as the tip-in gives Colorado the lead.
Colorado is getting mileage off the high-low pass, and the big for Colorado is catching a small guard with 2 feet in the paint. They've got to make that adjustment because that's easy picking for them.
Finn Sullivan way off on a corner 3. Pinheiro the offensive rebound. Olin Carter, 4 threes for Carter. And he gives San Diego the lead again.
That was a quick trigger. Stephen Curry-ish, right there with a catch and shoot.
At least clearly feeling it. McKinley Wright the miss. Here comes San Diego.
Got to get to the shooter.
Carter, a little bit of a heat check right here. Leaking out, McKinley Wright. Darts to the basket.
A quick shot is first cousins to a bad shot because your defense is not set. That was a heat check. But Carter.
1 point Colorado lead.
Nice ball fake.
Off the drive, and a foul on McKinley Wright. Olin Carter heading to the line. Coming up starting tomorrow, the battle for Atlantis. Look at the field, the quarterfinals on Wednesday is Stanford representing the Pac-12. They're taking on number 25, Wisconsin. Good first matchup on ESPN at noon Eastern. Oklahoma and Florida. Later on, Butler and Dayton, and Middle Tennessee against Virginia. Strong field in Atlantis.
You've got a lot of strong fields. You've got the Big Ten, you've got the Big 12, Pac-12. Like Virginia got embarrassed last year, so they're going to want to be playing with urgency after losing a number 1 seed overall, losing to a 16 seed.
First time in tournament history a 16 lost to a, or a 1 loss to a 16, I should say. And there's a foul against Colorado. 1 point lead for the Buffs. Joining us next, the new commissioner of the West Coast Conference, Gloria Nevarez, stops by.
Second personal, 16th foul. There's a
1 point lead for Colorado, just inside 8 minutes to go in the opening half here in San Diego, along with Adrian Branch, Roxy Bernstein with you. And we're joined by the new commissioner of the West Coast Conference, Gloria Nevarez, joining us here. And you're making the rounds, your first appearance.
I am.
You excited?
I am, and it's nice to be back in the Slim Gym.
It's been a while since you've been in here.
Just about 11 years.
What's it like being back?
It's really good. I mean, I love this league. You've been through it. You've been through it. A bunch of great people and really good basketball.
It's interesting where you said you outpunch your weight class. What do you mean by that when you talk about the WCC? I like boxing, so what do you mean by that?
So someone told me the stat at the beginning of fall. Out of the top 25 national rankings, we had 13 teams ranked in the top 25 across all of our fall sports and men's basketball.
It's interesting because you spent so much time with the Pac-12, so both of your babies are out here, but now with the WCC, what's something that when you're talking to the recruits, the alumni, the sponsors, you want them to know in the State of the Union for this new conference you're in?
The WCC is really at a tipping point. There's been a tremendous commitment to excellence and specifically basketball, and you can see that in the scheduling priorities that we adopted this coming year, as well as all the investment in practice facilities and coaches that have gone in across the league.
You mentioned the practice facilities. We've seen a number of schools upgrade. When you look at what University of San Francisco, Scott Sidwell, their AD, is doing Santa Clara. St. Mary's is upgraded. It seems across the board. Gonzaga, BYU, they have new practice facilities. It's great to see the investment these schools are making. Yeah,
absolutely. And, Gonzaga has really been the model that everyone is aspiring to and has done it over the last, 15, 20 years. And it's really great to see all of our schools trying to chase that dream as well.
Now, put your basketball hat on because you were a former player.
Yes, sir.
Years ago on the East Coast, UMass. What are you seeing out here from your new conference, San Diego? What do they have to do to get over the hump in this game?
They really, they've got all the parts and pieces, and if we can just get the ball to fall through the basket, it would help us go a long way. But, San Diego's really talked about non-conference scheduling. They have 4 Pac-12 teams on their schedule, and they really have a chance to make a statement this year.
Now, it's interesting that with the world of television and the media, what's happening with those opportunities and how you want to expand with your television package?
Absolutely. When I first took on the job in April, it was the very first thing we did was start negotiating our television contract with ESPN. So we'll be concluding that process fairly soon here. And there are tremendous opportunities for our league. We have our own digital network, and we have a tremendous basketball reputation on the West Coast. So it's been a really fun process, and we hope to expand that brand nationally.
And an offensive foul called against Colorado. And as San Diego ball, Toreros up 1 on the Buffaloes. As Gloria Nevarez, the new commissioner of the West Coast Conference, joining us here at the table. And let me ask you this: when you were hired, you were the first Latin American commissioner at any Division I conference. What does that mean to you that you've become the first?
I never really thought about trying to achieve something like that, and then when the stat came out, I was very humbled and honored. But I do believe it's incumbent upon us to have diversity and leadership across college athletics, because look at the membership we serve. There is no more diverse population than college athletics.
And you look at the cities that you're in, Gloria, a lot of the major cities out west, and the impact these schools have had in those communities.
Absolutely. And, I think diversity of thought in leadership provides diversity and in policies that embrace the members that we serve. So I'm really excited about what I'm seeing across Division I.
Well, we're excited to have you with us. Thank you for stopping by.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
And Mr. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
And your husband, Rick, who's sitting over here to the left.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's great to have great friends and such qualified guys on our game, so thank you for being here as well.
Well, it should be a great season of West Coast Conference basketball. Can't wait to see it unfold.
Thank you.
Gloria Nevarez, the new commissioner of the WCC, joining us here courtside as she's taking in her current conference against, as you put it, her other baby, her former conference. She worked at the Pac-12 for a number of years.
Well, I like there was so much that was being said, and we're trying to do it some justice, where Commissioner said they outpunch their weight class, where the Tentacles, where they really try to get a bang for the buck. They really try to have competitive teams. It's known for basketball. Yes, Gonzaga has led the way and St. Mary's has led the way, but there's a new win coming in this conference.
And a foul called against USD. 3-point lead for the Toreros, and Olin Carter is having himself a night. Pinheiro called for the foul, his first, but Olin Carter has 16 of San Diego's 23. Olin Carter is 4 of 5 from outside the arc.
Roxy, you're seeing the value of the three-point line. A smaller front line in San Diego can neutralize a bigger team that attacks in the paint from the three-point line. That's the punch. That's what Commissioner Gloria was talking about, a punch. And that three-point line for her new conference right now with San Diego has been the punch, that three-point shooting.
First foul on Jose Martinez of the Toreros. As Naaman Wright checks back in for Colorado. The Buffs looking for some offense. And Naaman Wright gives it to him, slicing through the key.
How about Naaman Wright? Leading scorer, 18 points a game. Don't foul him because he's lights out, 88% from the free throw line. His challenge will be in 40 minutes, does he make other players better? Because he can get his own offense.
Inside, Pinheiro coming away with it. DeLeon Brown for Colorado. Spins around, launches a three, and a foul going for the rebound will stay at this end, says Kelly Pfeiffer, working with Larry Spalding and Michael Reed, our officiating crew here tonight. And the foul against
Personal foul charged in the
Jose Martinez of USD, his second.
I'm going to give you some names. Jason Maxill, Lonnie Baxter.
Yeah?
And you're seeing that, Michael Sweetney. And that's what Batty's reminded me of. Yeah, that's what he's reminding me of. An active big body that pursues the ball.
So they are going to the monitor to see, and this is part of the emphasis this year in the new rule in college basketball, if there was that hook play that is an automatic flagrant one. If you hook somebody and secure them and grab a hold of the arm, that is an automatic flagrant one now. And that's what our officials are looking at to see if this warrants a flagrant one.
Coming in, it's going to be contact. Didn't see much on that angle.
I don't know if he ever secured the hook.
Yeah, I didn't see much of that.
So the arm was extended, and that's what they're checking to see if it should be a flagrant one against Jose Martinez, which would result in 2 free throws for Colorado, and the Buffs would get the basketball.
Well, again, big guys, you got to make contact. You've got to block out, put a body on. I didn't see much there. I didn't think it was anything malicious on that. Martinez, that doesn't have the same weight, same body type as Batty.
And again, but it doesn't have to necessarily be malicious. It's just the rule now where if you hook somebody and I get your arm and I clutch it.
No, you're wrestling on me now.
Exactly.
You just did a
that's
half
what it
Nelson.
is. But if I do that, that's an automatic flagrant one now.
Roxy, let them play. And also, we want to hurry up and make a decision. Let's make a decision and get back into this game because it's picking up. There hasn't been any separation from both teams because right now, both teams have been able to get what they want on the offensive end.
1 point lead for Sam Scholl's Toreros, courtesy of 16 already from Olin Carter, who has been hot to start this game.
How refreshing was that where we had a new commissioner, trailblazer, so unassuming. You've known her since '91 before cell phones.
Long time.
You were looking
Long
like
time. Is Larry Spalding coming over? So they have deemed it a flagrant one. So it is a flagrant one. Evan Batty will shoot 2. Colorado gets the ball. And it is a flagrant one against Jose Martinez because of that new rule.
Don't like
the
it.
hook.
Don't like it. Don't like it. I think the intent of it, you can have, what if that's a 6'2" guy that's caught underneath there? That play can happen every time. So I don't like it, Roxy.
So Evan Batty will shoot the 2 shots for the flagrant one. And one more coming for the redshirt freshman from View Park, California. His grandpa Earl, 13 years in the major leagues. Longtime catcher. Batty gets 1 out of 2. 4-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove winner, mostly with the Twins for his grandfathers. Look at the draw from the Maui Gym, Maui Invitational, where just a little while ago Duke knocked off Auburn in a tight ball game. Just underway, it's number 3 Gonzaga and Sean Miller's Arizona Wildcats. 1 out of 2 for Batty, and now with the flagrant one, Colorado has the ball. DeLeon Brown moving in.
Nice drive.
DeLeon Brown with his first points tonight.
DeLeon Brown.
And he gives Colorado the lead again.
For the Toreros, they've got to have that secondary defender. Once your man gets beat the first time, you need another white jersey to impede the progress of the driver.
Isaiah Pinheiro attacks. Gets the roll.
Isaiah Pinheiro.
7 for Pinheiro, and we're tied at 25.
One thing you notice about Pinheiro, he doesn't speed himself up. He doesn't allow the defense to speed him up. He plays at his own pace, and when he does, he usually gets a high percentage shot.
Shane Gatling darting to the basket. Shot blocked. Here comes USD. Jose Martinez. And the rebound falls to Dalen Kuntz. Batty stumbling underneath. And a foul on Batty, his second. Tie ball game, 3:43 left first half. A good one in San Diego.
UFC fans, this is the moment you truly all been waiting for.
Wednesday, these matchups should be fun in the NBA. LeBron heading back to the land. Your former team, Adrian, the Lakers, against the Cavs at 8 p.m. And then KD and the Warriors hosting Paul George and the Thunder at Oracle. Our coverage begins NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. LeBron going back to Cleveland.
How good is LeBron? Oh, look at this right here.
Now these are the NBA head coaches that are former USD Toreros, James Borrego, David Fizdale, and you can also include Mike Brown, the former San Diego Torero, who's an assistant to Steve Kerr with the Warriors and a former head coach himself.
Spoelstra as well?
Spoelstra's a Portland guy, but played in the West Coast Conference.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Learning my history. I missed that. I'm a history guy. I like my history.
Jose Martinez gives San Diego the lead, so the tie is history.
Martinez came down on the last possession and shot in rhythm three. He missed it, but the green light that he has to take that shot, he was able to come back and get them that lead, and that's what you want when you're coming off the bench. You want to come out there and cut into a lead or try to get a lead, so he gave them some good, healthy minutes.
The junior from Puerto Rico and a 2-point lead for San Diego. Tipped out. Here comes Isaiah Wright for the Toreros.
I like the poise of the veterans in Pinheiro and Wright. There's a turnover on that one. You got to limit the turnovers, but I like the pace that they play at. You can see their experience and their feel for the game.
And a foul called against Pinheiro, his second, with 3:13 to go, and Sam Scholl's got a decision to make here. With the final 3 minutes and 13 seconds, how does he manage it with two fouls now on Pinheiro?
I like that substitution. You got to sit him down because there's no real separation. Both teams, again, going into the half, it's a low-scoring game right now. They can feel like they've been able to get everything they wanted. And, again, there's no separation because both teams are trying to lock you up and hold you to one and done. Good ball movement.
Alex Floresca replaces Pinheiro. Shot clock at 5. McKinley Wright. The floater. The teardrop, wave it off, and an offensive foul.
McKinley Wright showed the ball, was able to try to stop on a dime, but didn't stick the landing. That's a good call. Beat him to the spot. That's a great defensive play.
First foul on McKinley Wright.
Now for McKinley Wright, he's got to get back to work, and he's got to stay focused because he's guarding the shooter.
Naaman Wright knocked it away. Poked out of bounds by Pinheiro. It's a Colorado ball.
If I'm Naaman Wright, he's the leading scorer. I'd like for him to be more aggressive, looking for his offense.
Speaking of offense, so Sam Scholl put in Pinheiro for offense and now makes the defense for offense sub as he sends Floresca back in the game to get Pinheiro out.
That's a leading scorer's dream when you only have to play one possession.
Naaman Wright and a foul. It's on Misalski his first. And Naaman Wright will go to the line for Colorado.
Strong drive. That's his power hand. He's their leading scorer. I just mentioned that he has to stay aggressive. And I'm happy for this young man being able to get to the basket.
2 points tonight so far for Wright. He's Been in double figures in each of the first 2 games coming off the bench for Tad Boyle. He's been that instant offense for Colorado. Coming up, it'll be halftime report from the studio. Adnan Veric, Seth Greenberg, and Jay Will from the studio. Naaman Wright hits both.
Naaman Wright's an X factor. When you shoot as well as he's been shooting in this early part of the season, 61% from the field, 50% from the three-point line, you want to give him the ball.
Isaiah Wright missing. And the rebound, Lucas Seward. Trail 3, and Seward too strong. And Pinheiro skies for the rebound.
Better job by the Toreros being able to get back on transition defense. They were able to build their defense inside out, and that's how you saw them control that defensive rebound.
Rattling in a 3, Isaiah Pinheiro.
Isaiah Pinheiro.
3-point San Diego lead.
That's an easy flow to his game, Roxy. Doesn't force his offense. He's not always fishing for his shot. Lets the game come to him.
Colorado's gone over 3 minutes without a field goal, and that drought ends with DeLeon Brown knocking in a 3.
DeLeon Brown stepped into that shot, shooting it with confidence.
Timeout, USD.
And they use it or lose it. Timeout for San Diego. Tie game, minute 22 to go in the half in San Diego.
Timeout.
Knotted at 30. A minute 22 left in the first half with Adrian Branch. Roxy Bernstein with you. There's Adrian's friends.
Drug-free America, kids, okay? Sugar testing. My friends, you got their high on sugar. Sweet tooth. I like the consistency I see with San Diego, with the patience. They use both sides of the floor to run their offense and good spacing.
Olin Carter with a miss. And it goes out of bounds, and it belongs to Colorado.
That was a well-run play coming out of a timeout. We talked about it again with Sam Scholl. He's a technician, a great teacher, and he has the buy-in of his players. They believe in him.
A timeout for Colorado, but Olin Carter, prior to that shot, he's been on a roll here in the first half.
Roxy, confidence is everything. What would you want from a basketball player? Not to hesitate. Don't think. Just step into your shot just like you practice. He got it going on the first shot, knocked down the second shot, and then he was feeling it on that one. That was a simple catch and shoot. This young man has put on a display at the three-point line.
So Olin Carter was 16 for Sam Scholl in his first season as the head coach. Now, he did take over as the acting head coach toward the end of last season, as Sam Scholl in late February was named the acting coach when Lamont Smith, the former head coach, had a legal issue, and he was arrested, but then no charges were ever filed against Lamont Smith. After San Diego won a game at San Francisco, then Sam Scholl was named the acting head coach. Lamont Smith ended up resigning in early March, and then Sam Scholl getting the job in early April. Is a foul +1 for USD.
Well, it's a proud program, and for Lamont Smith, he left it in good hands. I got a chance to spend some time with Coach Smith. He's now down at UTEP doing a wonderful job, and then for Coach Sam Scholl, who's stepping in, picking up where it was left off. These guys play well. They'll sit down defensively, and you can tell a well-coached team. Both of these teams are well-coached when they play for one another in something bigger than themselves.
Yowan Misalski for the and one. And a three-point lead for San Diego.
broke this time last year, knocking down three-pointers, the jump hook. I said names like Jason Maxill. I said Lonnie Baxter who won a national championship for my beloved Terps. And this young man is making a statement. The enthusiasm, the poise, the patience, letting his game come to him. 12 points, shooting 50% in 17 minutes. And I don't think he's through yet, Roxy.
10 straight points for Colorado, and they've matched their largest lead.
First time we're seeing a zone. You've got to get to Carter right there. You've always got to know where he is.
San Diego is only 2 points here in the second half. Chased down by Olin Carter. Shot clock at 2. Desperation 3. And Carter with the miss. And it's out of bounds. Colorado basketball.
That's a desperation 3, but he almost hit that one. If he had hit that, I would have asked for his autograph in the middle of the game.
You would have stopped and walked out on the court.
I would have stopped like Meadowlark Lemon.
Hang on.
Hang on.
I just need something before you continue. Where's the confetti?
Oh, my goodness.
The Tad Boyle may have been looking for the bucket of water. Had Olin Carter hit that one.
You're out of control, Roxy.
McKinley Wright. Batty underneath.
Evan Batty.
Anytime an opponent can get 2 feet inside your paint, the defense is in trouble. So that's what happened with McKinley Wright. And again, he was able to draw a defender and get an easy scoop pass for his teammate.
12 straight for the Buffs, their largest lead. And it just seems they've turned up, Adrian, their defensive intensity here in the second half.
Well, we said coming back into the third quarter, it was a pedestrian effort.
And that's a hoop San Diego desperately needed. Alex Floresca's first points of the night and the drought for USD.
Timely scoring by Floresca. He's picked up now 240 pounds. He can go from the three-point line, but they'll take that 2-point basket.
I'm always thankful in November. But with college basketball serving up Feast Week on November 15th, I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my. Tune into the Maui Invitational starting Monday, November 19th.
The Maui Gym, Maui Invitational, Duke with a win over Auburn already tonight. And how about Arizona leading number 3 Gonzaga at the half? 45-37, the Wildcats right now on top of the Zags.
Yeah, right now Arizona's playing with a chip on their shoulder. A Sean Miller team with a chip on their shoulder, is that new news?
Alex Floresca at the line for San Diego. It's been a slow start for the Aztecs here in the second half. What have you noticed with Colorado having the upper hand here since halftime?
Well, it's about adjustments, and they were playing with a snap, a quickness, and an urgency, so they were attacking and playing with a force, and then everyone doing their job. McKinley Wright assisting, Bay playing good defense on Pinheiro, and then Batty was wonderful inside the paint.
Shot clock at 5. Seward. Tyler Bay just does get it off, but a shot clock violation with the air ball and a turnover by Colorado.
There's times that Colorado's greatest strength, being unselfish, is their greatest weakness. At times, you've got to play a game within a game and know that you've got to call your own number in the flow of the offense. They won't be upset if Naaman Wright calls his own number. Seward as well. So you've got to be aggressive inside the flow of the game.
Pinheiro. Olin Carter off balance. And there's Tyler Bay securing the rebound.
How about Tyler Bay? Anything that's up there, he's the first one to the ball.
Knocked away from McKinley Wright. He thought he was fouled.
Better job by both teams getting back in transition defense, getting to the spots.
And a steal for McKinley Wright. 4-on-1 for Colorado. Tyler Bay!
I'm nobody's GM. I'm nobody's athletic director. But that young man's going first round in the draft because I like to see him dunk the basketball, okay? I want you to know that, Roxy. Wow, what a gifted athlete. Like I said, I'm not a GM. So, but you go first round because I want to see him dunk it. Excellent job by Colorado. Now where will the scoring come from?
Tyler Williams, his first points of the night. He was 0 for 5 from the field prior to that shot.
Timely basket. They needed that from one of their premier players. He's a glue guy. Got to attack the rim.
Shot clock at 10.
Too much side to side. You got to go north to south.
DeLeon Brown. And a foul, it's on Pinheiro. That is, again, the third as they changed a foul of his earlier. So 3 fouls on Isaiah Pinheiro.
Excellent job by McKinley Wright with the steal. And then all of a sudden, Adrian's first round draft pick going up with the slam dunk.
He's definitely in the all-high flyer team.
He'll be in that Final Four slam dunk contest.
That I would like to see.
I'd like to see that one myself. Got to keep an eye on Schwartz as well. He's a three-point shooter for Colorado.
McKinley Wright rattles in the 3.
McKinley Wright.
That was such a big basket for him. He only had 4 points, but now let's see if his confidence, that'll help his confidence and he'll step into open shots.
Pinheiro answers and a foul, and it's on Colorado after the made basket. And a push after the made shot. And it's the 4th on Lucas Seward with 8:50 remaining.
That's a huge basket right there.
First point in the second half for Pinheiro.
Now let's mark it. It's 8:50. If they score right here.
And a 5-point possession as Olin Carter gets his first points in the second half. He has a game-high 18.
Roxy, welcome to the second half. We got a game for the next 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
And just like that, it goes from a 7 to a 2-point game.
To anybody's game. Where will the scoring come from now with Colorado? They've gotten mileage out of being able to break down the defense, get inside the lane for an open layup or easy shot for a teammate.
Tough shot, McKinley Wright hit it. He hit the shot with the shot clock expiring, and they're going to review to see if he got it off in time.
Remember the last basket he just had? And they said, let's see if now his confidence will open up.
So they're checking to see if it did leave his hand before the shot clock expired. It was a 2 for McKinley Wright. And with 8:12 to play,
that was the thing.
No basket. Shot clock violation. Wave off the hoop for McKinley Wright. Did not get it off in time.
Excellent job officiating, picking that up. I missed that one. I thought that was good.
So McKinley Wright getting a breather here. And a good substitution by Tad Boyle because he's got 15 seconds until the media timeout. So we get an extended break here for McKinley Wright and put him back in after the timeout.
And the home stretch. Both teams now, Roxy, have withstood each other's best punch. Now it's about execution, defending 5 guys as one without fouling or giving up easy baskets.
Too strong from Alex Floresca. The runner and the roll for Evan Batty. 16 points for Batty.
Oh my goodness. He's like the oversized little train that could. I think I can, I think I can. And he is losing himself in the game. Just playing, no hesitation.
Isaiah Pinheiro for 3.
Isaiah Pinheiro.
18 for Pinheiro. And a 1-point game with 7:15 to go.
Game has picked up. Anything you can do, I can do better. Now it's about the execution again. Both teams running a sharp offense, moving with a purpose.
Gatling missing a three. And Tyler Bay called for the foul, and that's 4 on Tyler Bay. One-point game, both teams heating up.
As you said, both teams heating up. The excitement, the enthusiasm. We said this was going to be a great game, and it's living up to the billing.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Hurry in today for huge Black Friday savings.
Look at the Gaslamp here in San Diego. A beautiful night. What else would you expect in America's finest city?
It is a beautiful city. The views, the water.
And a tight ball game between Colorado and USD. Tyler Bay just picked up his 4th foul. Tad Boyle keeps him in. 6:53 to play, and Colorado clinging to a 1-point lead.
Now for San Diego, their best offense has been when Pinheiro has been able to move without the basketball and get a deep post touch.
Tyler Williams spinning. Tough shot. Good defense from Deshaun Schwartz.
Defenses are always at their best on the first shot. You want to move a good defense by making an extra pass.
Evan Batty. Down the lane. Have yourself a night, Evan Batty.
Off the dribble. We hadn't seen that one tonight. Took it off the dribble, and there's no hesitation to his offense.
He's showing us the full repertoire tonight.
He's rolling.
Pinheiro. And the offensive rebound by Masalski. Pinheiro gets it back. And one. Second foul on Deshaun Schwartz.
We are seeing excellent basketball. Pinheiro, their leading scorer, averaging 19 points a game, 9 rebounds, 5th-year senior, clutch baskets.
He's got 20 now.
One shot.
Pinheiro 1 for 1 from the line tonight. And this to tie the game for USD. And we are knotted at 54 with 5:55 to play.
I'm calling last one with the basketball or overtime, Roxy. I'm calling last one with the basketball or overtime because these two have not been able to get separation. Two well-coached teams, playing well, looking for each other.
Shane Gatling. And the rebound, Yowan Masalski for San Diego. Masalski gives the Toreros the lead.
Batty was sightseeing and turned his head and lost contact with his defender. And you're seeing that backdoor cut every time.
McKinley right with a tough hoop inside. How about the little guy going underneath?
You and I said it was 8:50 left in the second half, and I said, welcome to the second half. We got ourselves a game. Well, it's 4:50, and we still got ourselves a game.
Olin Carter now with 20.
That was a tough basket as well. He willed that where he forced himself to take a good shot in the flow of the offense.
Shot clock at 10.
Batty's got to learn to set a high screen.
The lob. And a foul is called on Isaiah Wright
No basket.
before the shot. And for Wright, it's his second.
Both teams have been effective on pick and roll when they're patient. Watch this with Carter. He's a three-point shooter, but he passes it to Masala down low. excellent job finishing in traffic.
16 fouls on San Diego. The next one puts Colorado into the bonus. Evan Batty. And the rebound, Isaiah Wright for the Toreros. And a foul, it's on McKinley Wright, his second. San Diego with a bonus, a 1-and-1 for Isaiah Pinheiro. Tight one, going down to the wire in San Diego. Sports Center tonight after the Maui Jim Maui Invitational semifinals with Linda and Max. They'll have complete post-game coverage of both games. Highlights of Duke's win over Auburn and a battle between Arizona and Gonzaga. Plus how Drew Brees is shattering NFL records with his accuracy. He's only thrown, Adrian, one pick this year. And what this return home means for LeBron. Sports Center after college basketball on ESPN and the ESPN app.
And Drew Brees has been amazing, all-time leading, touchdown or yards, one of them.
Drew Brees, who started his career out here in San Diego. And has really found a home in Orlando.
Is the GM still in San Diego?
Isaiah Pinheiro 1-and-1, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Toreros up 2, 3:55 remaining.
One thing you may notice, now you always want the ball in your best player's hands, and if they get fouled, he's over 80%. He's been fantastic on the year, 78% at the free throw line. But one thing I noticed on that last possession is San Diego was able to execute and maintain their spacing and good passing and tremendous pressure, defensive pressure by Colorado.
USD a 4-point lead.
Batty has been the best offense for Colorado on that high screen and roll.
The miss from McKinley Wright. And a foul going for the rebound, and it's on Isaiah Wright, who's in disbelief.
Now the last possession, we talked about the rust on Batty. That last possession before the timeout, right there, he set a screen. He's too big of a presence not to have a guard come off of him and try to create havoc. Last time, he faded out to the three-point line. You want him setting a screen, trying to make the defense make a mistake on him.
1-and-1 for McKinley Wright, 86% for the line on the young season. And he missed. Yalan Misalski clears.
It's about the poise now. San Diego has 3 seniors, 3 upperclassmen. Carter, a veteran. Pinheiro, a veteran. Wright, a veteran. They don't beat themselves. The scouting report earlier was you're going to have to beat them.
Stumbling and losing the ball, Olin Carter.
Watch Seward open that three-point line.
Here's Batty. And a foul, it's on Pinheiro on the floor, no shot. 4th on Isaiah Pinheiro.
I like this young man that doesn't complicate the game. You get him the ball inside, he's going to bulldoze his way to a jump hook or up and under. He's also expanded his game at the three-point line, and this is still with rust. If he knocks down this shot, he'll be the first one on his team to 20 points.
1-and-1 for Batty. And he missed the front end. So McKinley Wright and now Evan Batty have both missed the front ends of 1-and-1.
Yeah, 4 points you've left on the floor. Can't run and hide. You got to go through the monster, and right now the monster has been right there between their minds. Got to be mentally tough right now.
Pinheiro, shot blocked by Bay. USD gets it back. Olin Carter. Isaiah Wright from deep. And a foul going for the rebound, and it's on McKinley Wright of Colorado. And Tad Boyle in disbelief. Third on McKinley Wright.
McKinley Wright feels like he was just doing his job. A little guy getting under the big guy. Let's take a look at that. Ride. Didn't see much on that one.
Yowan Misalski 1 for 3 from the line tonight. There's Tyler Bay for the rebound. Tad Boyle wants a timeout to set up this offensive sequence. With 2:38 to play, San Diego a 4-point lead. And Tad Boyle is still beside himself over there.
Full timeout. Full timeout to Colorado.
And Isaiah Pinheiro is battling some foul trouble, but Adrian, he has had a strong game for San Diego.
The word that comes to mind is poise. He's been playing the same way when the game got tight, and that was a big three. Watch him moving without the basketball, taking his time. He's got a great basketball body, strong shoulders, long arms. Not the greatest athlete out there, not like Bay, but gets where he wants to go on the floor.
And San Diego returning 81% of their scoring from last year. And the Toreros won 20 games last year. They made it to the quarterfinals of the CIT, where oddly enough they lost to Northern Colorado, where Tad Boyle used to coach before he went to Colorado.
So you're saying there's a connection in this league?
It all comes back and it's all intertwined, AB.
This is a veteran team that like each other. They're playing strong. They set the tone and the culture in San Diego. They've played very well tonight.
Sam Scholl, definitely a player's coach. Players have really gravitated toward him and embraced what he has brought moving up as the head coach. And a great story how he became the head coach as the AD here at San Diego traveled up on Easter Sunday, found him at his parents' house up in the state of Washington. He found his parents' address through whitepages.com. Lucas Seward missing. McKinley Wright gets it back. And one for McKinley Wright.
The quick hands of McKinley Wright, bailing out his big guy, and then on this play, he willed that basket to go in. The coaching staff says he has a strong will. He wants to be good. He wants to be effective. Now again, it's been an adventure at the free throw line for him on the last two possessions for Colorado. Can he knock down this easy basket?
Fourth foul on Misalski. McKinley Wright to steal, looking for the and one to pull Colorado within one.
San Diego in the preseason ranked 4th behind Gonzaga, Brigham Young, and St. Mary's. That's not bad. They're good.
The WCC off to a good start. You look at what Loyola Marymount has done, what Kyle Smith and USF are doing.
All rated in the top 100.
Costly turnover and a giveaway by Pinheiro. 2:06 remaining.
Coming down for offense. Seward has the offense at the three-point line that Bay doesn't have. Tad Boyle making adjustments, coaching. The young coach Sam Scholl, technician, teacher, has the buy-in of his veteran ball club. Roxy, I like that high screen and roll. Daddy's too big of a body not to give his point guard a driving lane.
Fourth foul on Isaiah Wright. And in the double bonus, 2 free throws for McKinley Wright and Colorado.
I'm getting excited. I'm hitting you on the side here. It's like Roxy, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. This is an exciting game because you have 2 well-coached teams from 2 proud conferences, the WCC representing themselves well. Then you have the Pac-12. We had the commissioner on today who's connected with both of these proud leagues. This is a great game, and we talked about it being a great game.
And you said it could come down to the last possession.
Or overtime.
We're tied with under 2 minutes to go. And McKinley Wright gives the Buffs the lead.
Facing the Giants, this game is so mental. Got to have a short memory. If you make a mistake or miss a free throw, get back on your post.
Olin Carter, tough shot. And the rebound knocked free by Pinheiro. The assist to Pinheiro, and USD climbs in front.
Tad Boyle letting them play. He's calling the timeout now.
25 for Isaiah Pinheiro, and his hustle kept that alive for the Toreros, and he got rewarded.
You just mentioned that. It's a game of inches. The little things make the big things happen. John Wooden would say that. Now, the long shot. When there's a long shot, it's going to be a long rebound. Look at that. Getting back into play. And Pinheiro, the senior, started out at Portland State, went to junior college, and now he has found a home and trying to finish strong in his senior year.
For the Toreros, they have a challenging non-conference schedule. This is the second of 4 Pac-12 teams that will play. They're going to play at Oregon. They're going to play Washington State. Also a game at Ole Miss coming up for USD. So Sam Scholl has been aggressive about putting that schedule together for this senior late group.
And don't forget this backyard game right down the street. San Diego State is not going to be a cakewalk.
They had a nice win today over in Maui.
Yeah, so they have done themselves a solid.
The Aztecs beat Xavier earlier today. 1:26 to go, 1 point, Toreros lead.
Keep an eye on Seward stepping out at the three-point line. Batty dunking it, taking his 2 feet inside the paint. Got scoring in 5 positions.
McKinley Wright, some miscommunication. And an offensive foul was called on Wright. And that's the 4th on McKinley Wright.
You'd rather see him take that shot. That's the second time he got caught for not sticking the landing. Scouting report. That comes down to scouting report that he makes a jump pass. He's an excellent point guard, but he'll jump, leave his feet to make that pass.
1:10 remaining. Where is San Diego going to look to go?
You've got a few options, and Carter at the three-point line, and Pinheiro, and then the backdoor cut.
Here's Pinheiro, off balance. Tyler Bay is fouled out. And that was the veteran play. Initiated the contact, and he got it, fouling Bay out of the game.
Well, that was a well-run play because he was coming off a high screen and roll. If they trapped that, he'd make the pass. But he got to his strong hand, and even the athletic, explosive Bay was not able to keep him from getting that strong drive on the right side.
Tyler Bay fouls out with 58.4 remaining. Just 6 points tonight for the sophomore from Vegas.
Now for Colorado, they have time. If a good free throw shooter knocks this down, they'll be down by what? 3 points. So that's 1 possession. So you want to get it up. Usually Tad Boyle will call a timeout to try to get them a high percentage shot. It doesn't have to be a three-pointer. I'd look for Batty down low. He's had himself a good game.
Pinheiro 4 for 4 at the line. 25 points, 7 rebounds. San Diego by 2.
There's a saying, a man's greatest ability is his dependability. And for Pinheiro, he has been so dependable.
How about availability?
Rhyming words too.
3-point lead. 1 off a career high, 27 for Pinheiro.
Coach Boyle letting them play. Get the ball in McKinley Wright's hand. Watch this high screen and roll.
Pull up 3. Too strong. Seward the offensive rebound. And a tough fadeaway.
Gonna have to foul now.
And a near steal for McKinley Wright, and Schwartz fouls Carter.
I'm not mad at that possession for Colorado. You've got your best decision maker coming off a high screen and roll. He knocked down his last 2 3-point shots. That was a good shot. For Seward, you want to do a little better than the air ball. On that one, you want to strike a little iron.
He hurried that shot.
It's money time, so can't run out of oxygen in the money. You got to stay focused.
Olin Carter 2 for 2 at the line tonight. 20 points. He's tied a season high. And that one makes a two-possession game, 65-61.
The veteran staff of Colorado said, you've got to beat San Diego because they won't beat themselves. Let's see if they get it up quickly to try to call a timeout.
Timeout Buffs.
Timeout Buffalo.
28.2 to go.
I would run the same play with a high screen and roll and see if Seward really can get his feet set. Because when his feet are set, he's one of the best three-point, second in the conference in field goal percentage.
Lucas Seward coming into tonight making 6 of 8 threes on the year. Here's what's upcoming for the Buffaloes. And the Diamond Head Classic over in Honolulu toward the end of the month of December.
New Mexico, South Dakota, Colorado State. Again, when you play those backyard games, you know the same friends. Air Force. Now, I used to hate that. I went to Maryland, so I used to hate playing against American University. You party at the same places, you got the same friends.
George Washington.
We used to get George Washington. Georgetown? Patrick Ewing, he's 9 feet tall. We were all 6'7", 6'8".
And it was a little bit different UMBC back then when you were playing.
Nice party school. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, their Twitter handle was long prior to becoming a phenomenon. Shane Gatling, a clean look and a three. Huge shot for Colorado. 8 for Gatling, all in the second half.
Got to try to go for a steal first.
And Gatling fouls Isaiah Wright.
That was an excellent run play. Credit Tad Boyle on the timeout. That's why he called the timeout, because he wanted to get a high percentage shot coming down, going one direction, and then the shooter coming off with his feet set. He knocked down 103 three-pointers in junior college last year. He as well is getting up to speed to Division I college basketball.
Wright, 7 for 8 from the line on the season. Gets the roll. Just 3 points tonight for Isaiah Wright.
But his game never changed, so his offense didn't dictate how he was going to play, and you can see the leadership and the poise with he and Pinheiro, Carter, experience. Now you got to go quick. Take the best available shot. Doesn't have to be a three. Got to go quick. Still got to go.
Colorado out of timeouts. McKinley Wright launches way off. Loose, hustling, and they go tumbling over the first row as McKinley Wright. As a collision between Wright and Pinheiro, and McKinley Wright is still down.
How about the all-out hustle of both players, and this young man laying it on the line for his team.
So McKinley Wright is on the ground behind this first row of seats opposite the benches as Tad Boyle comes to check on his star point guard, who is grimacing over here. And the athletic trainer as well for Colorado with 6.8 seconds to play.
Foul's number 0, Isaiah Pinheiro.
And the foul was on Pinheiro, his 5th. So he is fouled out.
Well, that was good hustle. Both players going for it. That's
McKinley
just
Wright
good
is
hustle.
as tough as they come.
Solid hustle, both players.
He's trying to walk this off, but there you see him go crashing into those chairs in the first row. He tried to tough it out in the Pac-12 tournament last year when he badly sprained his ankle, tried to play through it. When they knocked off Arizona State in the first round, but lost in the quarterfinals.
He's a tough young man, a sophomore, already in the history books at Colorado, setting the freshman all-time assist record, 175, beating names like Chauncey Billups.
So McKinley Wright cannot shoot the free throws. He is in some pain over on the Colorado bench area. Evan Batty will shoot the 2 free throws.
Free throw line has betrayed them in the last 2 minutes.
That's not a good sign for the Buffs, seeing their star point guard punched over with an injury. And a foul with 4.4 as Batty missed both.
Colorado, look at this. We talked about the last one with the basketball. It was coming down the home stretch. And there were 6 free throws that were missed under the last 2 minutes. That would have Colorado up by 2 points. Still have 4 seconds left.
And a 4-point lead for San Diego as the foul was on Deshaun Schwartz as he fouls out for Colorado. Tyler Williams shooting 2.
The difference coming down, Williams hitting his free throws, Carter hitting his free throws, Pinheiro, who fouled out, hitting his free throws, and Wright, the seniors, the upperclassmen.
And Colorado missing front ends of 1-and-1s down the stretch. Eli Parquet from deep, that'll do it, and San Diego has knocked off